Well, welcome to another episode of Summit Builds. It's been a minute since we've done a video, but as you've probably seen the video, as we did a little prequel to this, you probably have heard or seen the catastrophic wrecks that happened at Glamis this past President's Day weekend. This wreck happened on Saturday night, and basically we had 2 or 3 cars racing each other, and we own all 3 of them. This one, we had a novice driver in. He lost control and literally caught the edge and rolled. And the side collateral effect was catching the Can-Am over here on the driver's side, where it caught it and caused it to actually tumble and wreck as well. So, you know, full disclosure, everybody walked away. The driver of this car was pretty banged up. He had lots of internal bruising and he was a little bit messed up, but he's active military in the Navy, and we appreciate his service, but we pray him a swift recovery. So what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna put all these cars and put them in the bay here in the garage, and we're actually gonna start building them from the ground up. So we're gonna do a full, just complete frame teardown, see exactly what the carnage is telling us, to see what kind of things we need to actually do to get this thing back on its feet. Both cars, actually. So without further ado, we're gonna back it in. Well, when you have an army of super duper helpful 17-year-old kids, you get a lot of things done. As you notice, we pretty much have this entire thing stripped down, and we did it literally within a matter of a few hours. So obviously the car was extremely mangled. We had to do some cutting on some parts to get this arm, swing arm, or this trailing arm off. Engine mount's broken here, so we need to get that. We're about to test it and start it. The fuel pump was completely separated and had completely come apart inside of the tank from the massive impact. So I just put it back together. Hopefully that will resolve the issue of why it won't start. So we're gonna do that here in a minute. If you come around here, we're actually shocked to see that the frame itself isn't bent anything at all. We did some trines and it's all trued, but the only thing that really got messed up was a small bracket. That's it, which I can obviously correct and straighten out with a torch and a little bit of a sledgehammer. So that's literally the worst of the front of the impact, even though the radiators got completely annihilated. And honestly, for Pro XPs, they always get annihilated on any kind of front impact. Because I have 4 of these cars, they're constantly getting jacked up because of the way they built them. So as you can see, it's pretty much ready to go. We just got to now pull off the engine, the clutch covers, and we got to pull that transmission out. That transmission, as you can see here, is completely broken right here. You can see how it's busted down here too. So what we have to do is pull that, and I have to take it in and have to have that whole new case replaced, and then basically put it back together. So we're gonna build the car from going from a premium Pro XP to, it's going to be hopefully there's a kit for it. We can do like a 72-inch wheelbase. So if that's the case, that's what we'll do. So let's try and start it. All right, so we're gonna give it a start for the first time. Hopefully she starts right up. It doesn't have the exhaust on it, so it's literally straight pipe, so it's probably gonna be a little loud if it starts. So here's the crowning moment. Let's prime this thing up. Get everything up and running, and here we go. Alright, well that was the first session with these cars. As you can see, we took them completely all the way down to where all the damaged parts have been removed. So what we've done on the Pro XPs, if you see here, we removed the transmission out of it. It actually got some damage on it. If you look here, ouch, this broke off here and this entire case here broke off, so all of the oil was leaking out. So we got to have this side of the case replaced with hopefully the same internals so that it doesn't have any issues. Aside from that, the motor runs, we already saw that in the video. Now the next step is basically getting everything put together. So if you look over here, before the disassembly took place, we have all of these new parts that are here, and they're just strewn out throughout the shop, and we're ready to go ahead and start slapping these things together. So without further ado, we'll finish this one up, and then we'll start the next. So see you on the next one.